through the shadows where the storms collide. She stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Through the trials, she's where hope belongs, a survivor standing tall, unbowed. Her voice a beacon breaking the cloud. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Let's talk about a Tuesday. Oh, hope you, excuse me, guys, are having a wonderful, blessed day today. Excuse me, guys. Um, so welcome to my channel. Champion, go sit. Sorry. Champion love to come up on me when I'm always going live. Go ahead and share me out real quick. Everybody know that I am live. Hmm. If you got a community wall, if you can go ahead and share me out, I really appreciate it. Come through. Thank you, Violet. I see you was in here earlier, way earlier today for sharing me out. I really appreciate it. Hey, Beefy, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through. God bless you. So good to see you. Don't forget to hit the like button as everyone come in. I really appreciate it. So I just shared it out that I am live, and I'm so happy to see everyone coming through here. So just know that this is you are at a good spot. Okay. I'm sorry, this is a non-drama channel. I talk about, a lot of stuff that, a lot of life issues, real stuff that's going on in the world. And today we're going to talk about child trafficking. Okay. So that is a very good topic that needs to be talked about, needs to be spoke on, because it happens all over the world. Okay. It's happened all over. It might be even in your own city that you know nothing about. Like we're going to be ready to talk about what happened in this city right here just a few months ago. Oh, okay. It was that it happened in Alabama. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's sad that we our children is going through these type of things. Okay, so please, this is, like I said, this is a very serious topic. Um, it's disgusting. Okay, it's, I just don't agree with this type of stuff at all. But before we talk about this topic, you guys, I am gonna go ahead and um welcome everyone to my channel. This is for Lisa's Royal Jewels Palace Room, known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real people in real life. You will see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect over here. Okay. This live stream is a discussion I am talking about today. Is something that I read in different articles, and some is going to be in my opinion and my thoughts. But if the shoe fits, just wear it. Okay. This video discussion, the topic today is one of the most prominent, disgusting recent child trafficking cases in Alabama is the Bibb County bunker case, which came to light in 2025. And some of the horrific cases, and I had seven on there, but eight, okay, because another one just got arrested. So eight suspect allegedly used an underground concrete bunker to sexually abuse and traffic children, with some victims as young as 3 years old. Let's talk about it, okay? So let me get my copyright disclaimer up real quick, you guys. I like to, I like to protect myself, you know what I'm saying? So because this is going to be news reporting that we're going to be talking about, because it's all over the internet, okay? So this is definitely a copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, which is what we're going to be doing, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, so a lot of this stuff I'm going to probably speak about right now is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? They're being suspected, they're being accused of it. Okay, so these are not my words that I'm going to be reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be reading some other article as well. And at the end of my life, I will drop the link down for you guys to go, read the article for yourself as well. Okay, so I'm going to take that down. So thank you for tuning in on today. Hello, Dark Prince. Hello, thank you for coming in. Okay. Um, so please, if all right, Bud, BP, I'm gonna go ahead and hey Joy, how you doing? Hey everyone, thanks for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. Peace and blessings to you all. BP, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a wrench. Okay. I'm quite sure I know your wife Michi wouldn't mind. Let me see how you wrench him up. Let me see. Do I know how to do it? Okay, let me see. Got it up there for me. Okay, hello. Hey, the remix. Hey, thanks for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm gonna get started, you guys. I just want to enrich my guys up. That's over here. Showing me a lot of love. There we go. Okay. Say. All righty. Thank you guys so much. Peace and blessings to you all. Peace and blessings. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get started, you guys. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, like I said, everyone is welcome. As long as you come here with a good vibe, okay? It's okay to speak your mind, okay? To speak your mind and say what you got to say. If you got something against somebody, don't keep continue on to repeating yourself, because we know everybody do not get along, okay? But y'all here to support me, not each other, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So if you see somebody who you do not like, just block them. Okay, so all my said is a content creator. You may drop your link if you want to, but please note, I'm not no preacher, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or a doctor. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God for his purpose, not man. I'm not no man pleaser. I'm only a God pleaser. I got my own mind. I move how I want to move. I go where I want to go. Nobody would never put a battery in my back and tell me who I can and who I can not support or like. Okay. And that is real talk. Always been like that, and nobody's going to change. Okay. So please, you guys are, I'm gonna be reading. I don't see the chat, so moderators, please watch the chat. Please welcome everyone in here, okay? And I'll be trying to go back and forth, from the chat to what I'm reading at the same time. So I'm trying to put it on my phone as well, okay? So at least I can look down on my phone. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. I just want to make sure it's turned down because you know how you get it want to turn all loud on you. There we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, Alabama child trafficking case. This is the most prominent child trafficking case in Alabama, currently involving an ongoing investigation into sex trafficking ring operating out of an underground bunker in Bibb County. Okay, this is in Alabama, you guys, and you will be surprised how young they are. Okay, the case uncovered in February of 2025 has led to multiple arrests and the rescue of at least 10 children who were victims of a horrific sexual abuse and torture. Locations and victims: the trafficking occurred in a concrete bunker, originally a storm shelter on the outskirts of Brent, Alabama. The victims, who ranged in the ages from 3 to 10, were allegedly drugged, chained, and tied up to make them complement with others. Okay. I'm playing with the abusers. I'm sorry. Abuse and torture. The children were subject to repeated sexual torture, rape, um, sodomy, according to authorities. Some were tortured with electric animal shock collars applied to their genitals. The perpetrators, as of August of 2025, 8 people have been arrested in connection with the ring. The accused, including parents and relatives of the victims. Y'all hear that? Parents had their own children, trafficking their own children. Okay? Um, Trafficking operation. Investigators say the suspect charged people to sexual abuse the children, with the ring reporting making up $1,000 per night. Okay? Making $1,000 per night. And I don't, if that's per night, that's probably per $1,000 per child. Depends on how many children they was selling at that particular day. If they did all 10 children, what's that? That's $10,000 per night, right? Oh, sad. Additional suspect. Authorities believe the ring may have involved as many as 12 additional men who paid for sexual acts with these children. What do you see in a baby? 10 years old? They babies. A 3-year old? That's a baby. The investigation, which involves the Bibb County Sheriff's Office and the Department of Homeland Security, is ongoing, and more arrests are being made. Criminal charges. The suspects face a variety of charges, including human trafficking, kidnapping, rape, and sexual torture. Under Alabama law, convictions involving a child aged 6 or younger carry a mandatory sentences of life in prison without parole. Okay? Aftermath: the victims. The rescued children had been placed in custody of the Alabama Department of Human Resources and are receiving medical, physical care, psychological care, um, border context of child trafficking in Alabama. While the Bibb County cases has drawn significant public attention, It exists within a broader landscape of anti-trafficking efforts and challenges in Alabama. This is so sad, you guys. You know, it all of them. If even from 10, wherever the age is those kids it start with, you know what I'm saying? From 3 to 10, and even though they said from 6 and on they get life without parole, no, add 10 years old, 10, all those children, each person should get charged life without parole. Not 6 and under, 10 and under. It's sad, you guys. This is so sad. Hey TC, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. God bless you. Yes, vulnerability factors. According to officials, Alabama's most vulnerable children for trafficking includes those in foster care or the juvenile justice system, as well as homeless or runaway youth and victims of domestic violence. The state efforts organizations like the Alabama Human Trafficking Task Force and the Alabama Anti-Human Trafficking Alliance work to combat the crime through prevention, education, and victims reporting. In reporting in 2004, the National Human Trafficking Hotline received 231 signals from Alabama, leading to the identification of 105 confirmed cases of human trafficking in that state. Okay, this is the state of Alabama. This is so sad. Okay. And as of late 2025, it was 8 suspects had been arrested in connection with the Bibb County child trafficking case. Excuse me. More arrests, like I said, are expected as the investigation continues. A judge had issued a gag order in the cases, restricting law enforcement and attorney from speaking to the media. Okay, the 8 individuals has been charged in the Bibb County case, and one of the guys' name is Andreas Triho Velas. Okay, he is accused of managing the operation. Okay, charges against others including rape, sodomy, which sodomy is a term that refers to annual intercourse or sexual activity between a person and an animal, human trafficking, kidnapping, um, beastability, um, aggravated child abuse, and sexual torture. Some sex suspects are related to the victims. You hear that? Sad. And some have pleaded not guilty. Several defendants agreed to have their bond concealed during arraignment. Some suspects appeared unaffected. They just don't care. Okay. We finna get down to the suspects and their names, and then I'm gonna let you hear a news article and show you their picture as well. Okay. According to reports, the suspect including what's this? How you pronounce his name again? Andreas Triho Velasquez. Okay. um, William Chase McElroy, Timothy St. John, Delton Terrell, Rebecca Buer, Ricky Terrell, Sarah Terrell, and Olivia Elia. She the last one that got arrested so far. She was the 8th one to get arrested. Some sources indicate, like I said, Trejo Velasquez may have managed the ring, and Buer's children was reportedly among the victims. Okay, you will see her picture in a minute. Elian was arrested in early of August of 2025. The investigation is ongoing, and a gag order has been issued. More details on the suspects and their specific charges are available. Okay, I'm going to read their names and all their charges first, and then I will get to let you see the news article. Okay, listen to the news article. Olivia Elam, she's 26, you guys. She was indicted on 34 counts of indictment for her involvement in the Bibb County Bunker child trafficking case. She faces 5 counts of first-degree rape, 9 counts of first-degree sodomy. Hold on, you guys. I forget how to pronounce that word. Sodomy. Pronounce a sodomy. Okay. Um, yes, sodomy. 9 counts of first-degree human trafficking involving minor sexual. Um, 9 counts of first-degree kidnapping, and 1 count of aggravated child abuse. Okay, that is Olivia. Okay, so let me go to the next page. Um, William Chase McElroy, he's 21. He was charged with 4 counts of first-degree rape, 6 counts of first-degree human trafficking, 6 counts of first-degree sodomy, 4 counts of first-degree kidnapping. Timothy St. John, the he's 23. He got his charges includes first-degree rape, sodomy, human trafficking, kidnapping, and aggravated cruelty to animals. And was in Delton Terrell, 21. He has been charged with multiple counts of first-degree rape, sodomy, human trafficking, and kidnapping. Rebecca Brewer, this is the one that had her own kids in there, who is the mother of 4 other victims. 4 of them. That's so sad. What mother would do that to their child? Has been charged with counts of human trafficking, first-degree kidnapping, sexual torture, and first-degree rape and sexual torture of a child less than 12 years old. Was she touching her own kids? Her own kids? Ricky Terrell, 44. He's the oldest out the whole bunch. Ricky Terrell faces charges of first-degree rape and sexual torture of a child less than 12 years old. And Sarah Terrell, 41. This might be his wife, or maybe they're brothers and sisters. I'm not for sure. Sarah Terrell has been charged with sexual torture and sexual abuse of a 12-year-old child, of a child under 12. Okay, and also already read, and I believe that the other Terrell might be Ricky and Sarah's son because he's only 21, Delton Terrell. So those are relations some type of way. Like I read earlier, as of late 2025, um, Trejo Velasquez, age 29, has been charged with 6 counts of first-degree human trafficking in connection with the Bibb County um, case. The court documents indicate that the human trafficking involved sexual stunts, and the Trejo Velasquez sold the child victims to clients for sexual pleasure. He also suspect of selling nude images of the children. Okay. In addition to these charges, Homeland Security has identified Trejo Velasquez as verified member of the gang. Homeland Security is also investigating a possible connection between the gang, Mexican cartels, and the trafficking ring. Okay. Um, and remember, note, as of July 21st, July and August of 2025, some suspects, including Ricky and Sarah, reported face additional charges, but complete details are limited. A judge has imposed a gag order restricting the release of new information. So they got some new information on them too, right there. That Ricky and that Sarah. So I believe they husband and wife. Yep, and I believe that other 21-year-old is probably their son. I do believe that. Y'all, this is sad. This world is nuts. Okay? This world is crazy. Hello. It's Roxas. Hello. Um, did y'all get rid of that? Was that you probably did, because I'm looking on my let me go over here. On my hey Bams, hey. Hey, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for putting that. Let people know this is a drama-free zone. No disrespect is tolerated. Thank you, Bam. Tell them. Thank you, Bams. Thanks, everyone, for coming in here. It's best for me to look at my chat on the YouTube side. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys hear this news report, you guys. And after this, I'm gonna show you the pictures. It is so sad. It's so sad, everyone. It really is. So let me get my screen share together. Let me get my screen share together. Okay, this which one? Right. Y'all can hear this screen recording. This is news.
Fourth arrest has been made in connection to the ongoing child sex abuse investigation involving an underground bunker. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson joins us now with more on the charges.
Muriel, the Bibb County District Attorney's Office confirms to me that Timothy St. John was taken into custody today. He's now facing a long list of charges, and officials say some of the alleged acts happened inside the same bunker that's been at the center of a months-long investigation. Now, this is ABC 3340's drone footage of that bunker. Now, according to the DA's office, St. John is charged with rape, sodomy, human trafficking, kidnapping, bestiality, and cruelty to animals. This comes after 3 men were previously arrested as part of the same investigation. All 3 of those men face multiple charges as well, including rape, sodomy, human trafficking, and kidnapping. Again, investigators allege that some of the offenses took place in the same underground bunker on Aaron Road in Brent, Alabama. Now, authorities have not yet said how St. John is allegedly connected to the other 3 suspects or whether additional victims have been identified. The investigation began in early February. Since then, authorities have made multiple arrests and filed several felony charges, yet key details surrounding the case are still unclear.
Keep the kids in safety.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says it opened an investigation on February 4th following a report related to child abuse involving an underground bunker near Brent. That investigation led to arrests of these 3 individuals. All 3 have been indicted on various felony charges, including rape, sodomy, human trafficking, and kidnapping.
It's the guy right here. He's the lead bringer of it. What they saying? Okay, he's 29 years old. This that Bellaquez guy, and this Dalton Terrell. He's 21, and I believe those other 2 Terrells is his parents. I'm not for sure, but that's what I just believe because they in their 40s, and it could be his cousins. I don't know.
Court filings allege the incidents occurred between January 2024 and early 2025 and involved at least 5 children, all under the age of 12. The court documents indicate that William McElroy allegedly acknowledged having inappropriate conduct with a child. Dalton Terrell reportedly admitted to unlawful sexual activity during an interview with investigators. And Andres Trejos Velázquez is accused of distributing explicit images and facilitating contact between victims and others.
They need to be put away and stop all that violence going on with these little bit of kids. You'll never know what they might do to little kids these days.
While the charges are detailed in legal documents, many aspects of the case remain unknown. Some of the questions we'd like to ask investigators include, was anyone else involved? And how were the children identified or contacted? We reached out to the Bibb County Sheriff's Office in an effort to get an answer to those questions, yet we were told that Sheriff Jody Wade was out of the county and unavailable for interview. We will continue to ask questions.
3 of the 7 suspects charged in a disturbing child trafficking investigation out of Bibb County faced a judge for the first time today instead of a bond hearing. All 3 chose to stay behind bars. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson was there and has the latest.
What was scheduled to be an Ananias Law bond hearing for 3 of the 7 suspects charged in connection to alleged child abuse and trafficking out of Bibb County ended quietly. Rebecca Brewer, Ricky Terrell, and Sarah Terrell all waived their right to bond during their first court appearance.
It's not the norm, but it does happen from time to time. This is probably the first non-murder Anaya's hearing that resolved itself that fast.
Each of the three faces severe charges, including human trafficking, kidnapping, rape, sexual torture, and child sex abuse. Before entering the courthouse, Rebecca Brewer told media, "I didn't do this. I love my babies." Inside the courtroom, Ricky Terrell was overheard telling his attorney, "I've never touched a kid." He also asked an officer if he could hug his wife, which that request was denied. Despite the quiet courtroom behind the scenes, the investigation is very much still moving.
The public should rest assured that the majority of the perpetrators that have been identified are either in custody and charged or will be very soon.
So far, authorities have identified 10 child victims ranging from ages 3 to 15. Most are under the age of 10. Investigators say they were drugged, restrained, and taken into an underground storm bunker where strangers would pay to abuse them in what they described as appointments.
Whenever you have cases that involve children victims or child victims, it shocks people to the core.
The next court date for these three suspects is set for August 21st, a preliminary hearing. Until then, they remain in custody without bond.
When I tell you, I feel like I've seen it all and heard it all. This is shocking even to me.
The investigation into an unthinkable child abuse case in Bibb County is far from over. 7 people are behind bars accused of horrific crimes against children as young as 3.
Authorities fear more victims are out there and more perpetrators, too. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson spoke with a trafficking expert. And Gracie, she is shedding light on just how deep this kind of abuse can run and why early recognition and recovery are so difficult.
Muriel, yes, I spoke with Carolyn Potter, CEO of the Well House, who works directly with trafficking survivors. She explains why this case follows a familiar and heartbreaking pattern and what's needed to help the children now coming forward.
The vileness, the evil of that just went to the very core of my soul.
What investigators say happened in rural Bibb County is almost impossible to comprehend. A storm shelter, originally built as a place of safety, became the scene of unimaginable alleged abuse. 10 children, some as young as 3 years old. So far, 7 people have been arrested.
I've been in law enforcement for 33 years, and this is absolutely the most horrible thing I've ever seen when it comes to victimization of children.
Carolyn Potter works with trafficking survivors from across the country through the Well House, a recovery center in Alabama. She says the signs of trafficking are often present, just not always recognized.
We need to do a better job of educating our teachers and our counselors and our caseworker on what trauma looks like and on the signs of human trafficking, because I would wager just about anything that those children showed signs.
Authorities say the children were participating in normal activities, including attending school. Yet the abuse had been taking place since around 2022.
I do not think that anybody that was not involved in this directly was aware that it was going on.
When I tell you, I feel like I've seen it all and heard it all. This is shocking even to me that it went on this long without anyone knowing about it or being able to do anything.
Now, with the investigation still ongoing, the focus is also shifting to recovery. Potter says the children will need more than a rescue. They'll need long-term care.
They've already been in contact with counselors, and they're getting the help they need, the medical help they need, the emotional and psychological help that we can best provide them.
Yet, sadly, the 10 child victims identified in this case so far aren't the only ones.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that's going to come out, unfortunately.
There are more. There are more children across our state, across our country, who are enduring horrific crimes like these.
I spoke with Sheriff Wade this morning. He said they have not yet made any additional arrests in this case, but they are actively working on uncovering additional suspects.
The Centerville community came together, praying for children, praying for families impacted after that recent child trafficking scandal.
This has been a really tough story to have to report on. We know that 10 children, some as young as just 3 years old, were sexually abused and trafficked in an underground bunker. Jocelyn Belev from our sister station in Tuscaloosa reports.
We shouldn't be known for this. We shouldn't be labeled for the evil that has happened in our communities. We should be known as a praying town. All we're doing today is asking people, to put their hands, wrap their arms around this community, wrap their arms around the victims and the victims' families who are really the ones suffering.
For one longtime resident of Centerville, the tragedy feels deeply personal.
It's so emotional of what's happened in our town. We've always been a great town and safe, and nothing like this has ever happened before. So we're all devastated, and we just hope that justice is done to the full degree. We've got a lot of great law officers and a sheriff and everybody.
Organizers wanted to provide a space for the community to come together in response to the disturbing reports that have emerged this week involving child trafficking and abuse. The Centerville community held the vigil just days after the shocking discovery that at least 10 children, some as young as 3 years old, were victims of a coordinated sex trafficking operation in Brent.
That abuse took the place of bedtime stories. That abuse took the place of tucking kids in at night. That abuse took the place of, hey, let's go to the ballpark and have a fun day.
Despite the strain the situation has placed on the community, residents are choosing to focus on the positive as they look toward healing and moving forward.
We have not seen all the bad that's going to come from this, but we haven't seen all the good that can come. We have to be strong. We have to keep our faith. We just pray that God will, have his say. He will.
That's what that means.
And that was Jocelyn Malev reporting. Investigators have charged 7 people in this case. 3 suspects waived their right to bond, choosing to remain in custody. The suspects face allegations including human trafficking, kidnapping, rape, sexual torture, and child sex abuse. A former teacher now says she raised red flags about one of those children nearly a year before the case surfaced. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson spoke with her today.
I just feel like it should have been looked into more.
A former Bibb County teacher asked us not to identify her, but says she recognized something wasn't right with a child believed to be one of 10 victims in a Bibb County sex abuse case. It was the 2023-24 school year, and she says one of her students stood out for all the wrong reasons.
It was in my class, and she was just very delayed developmentally, and there could be billions of reasons, but now with all this coming out, it's kind of like that's probably why.
The teacher says school staff reported the child's condition more than once to school administrators.
It was multiple times. No, it never really got better.
The teacher tells me that reports are typically made directly to the school counselor, who would then contact necessary external agencies. Investigators say at least 10 children were drugged and abused in an underground bunker. Our anonymous teacher says the reports she made to school administrators did not capture the full extent of what investigators have now allegedly uncovered.
Knowing now that they were drugged and stuff, that had a lot to do with where she is academically.
Law enforcement says this major case wasn't referred to them by DHR until February 2025.
I was maybe not shocked, just even more saddened that nothing happened back then, was looked into far enough for it to be stopped back then, and it's just been ongoing.
I reached out to Alabama DHR regarding these claims, and they responded saying the Alabama Department of Human Resources is bound by state confidentiality laws and cannot comment. Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340 News.
We also reached out to Bibb County Schools. As of news time, we have not yet heard back from them.
I spent the day digging through court records to learn more about the 7 people now facing several disturbing charges. Shockingly, most of them have no serious criminal history in the state of Alabama prior to the child sex abuse investigation. Authorities in Bibb County say the details of this case are unlike anything they've ever seen. An alleged underground operation involving child sex abuse, human trafficking, and a hidden bunker. 10 children have been identified as victims so far, and 7 adults are behind bars.
Some of the victims, the offenders were their parents and different relatives and things like that.
I spent the day digging through court and criminal records, trying to learn more about who these suspects are. Most of them had no serious criminal history in Alabama, most only facing minor traffic violations until now. Rebecca Brewer is charged with 8 counts of human trafficking and kidnapping and 3 counts of sexual torture, but I found no prior criminal record. William McElroy, Dalton Terrell, and Andres Trejo Velazquez are each charged with multiple counts of rape, sodomy, human trafficking, and kidnapping, also with no known serious prior state charges. Ricky Terrell is charged with rape and previously faced drug-related offenses and possession of contraband. Sarah Terrell now faces charges of sexual torture and 2 counts of sexual abuse of a child less than 12 years old. I found 1 previous charge for hindering prosecution. Timothy St. John had the longest rap sheet, including theft and criminal trespassing, criminal mischief, burglary, and other drug-related charges. All 7 suspects remain in custody at the Bibb County Jail, awaiting future court proceedings in connection to the Bibb County child sex abuse investigation. The defense team for one of the 7 suspects has filed a motion to restrict media coverage and public access to pre-trial court proceedings. The move aims to protect the defendant's right to a fair trial by limiting exposure to potentially prejudicial information. A judge has not yet ruled on the motion. The details coming out of Bibb County's child sex abuse investigation have left a deep impact on both the public and the people working to bring justice. Now lawmakers are pushing to bring the harshest punishment against those who harm children.
I believe that there is a special place in hell for child sex predators.
Inside the State House, leaders from across Alabama came together with a message. What happened in Bibb County cannot happen again.
I've seen a lot in 25 plus years as a prosecutor, the scope and the depth and the depravity of what has been described. And I think we're still going to learn more when we have an opportunity to be able to allow the facts to be tried. They are the worst that I've ever seen.
On Thursday, Representative Matt Simpson and Senator April Weaver announced their plan to reintroduce legislation that would allow prosecutors to pursue capital punishment for the rape or sodomy of children under 12. The effort follows the arrest of 7 people in Bibb County accused of being part of what investigators describe as a child sex trafficking ring conducted out of an underground bunker. Some victims as young as 3 years old.
When you somewhat top line it, the death penalty for pedophiles, I'm in.
But this proposed law would not apply to the suspects already in custody in Bibb County.
We're not able to retroactively apply this punishment to those. It has to be in effect at the time the offense was committed. I wish we could, but unfortunately we can't.
These lawmakers say they are already gaining support in their push for harsher penalty, and they're actually giving their colleagues more time to co-sponsor the bill before filing.
7 of the 8 people charged in a child sex abuse case involving an underground bunker entered not guilty pleas this afternoon. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson was in court today, and she has the latest of what we're learning this hour.
The more we learn, the more chilling the details seem to be. And Friday's hearing painted a disturbing picture of what investigators believe happened to these children over the span of several years. Investigators also revealed that they have evidence that leads them to 15 to 20 still unidentified people who paid to enter the bunker. Bibb County investigator Justin Hobbs testified 2 of the child victims who were in DHR custody at the time first revealed what they called the secret bunker, saying they learned sexual behaviors there from suspect William Chase McElroy. Hobbs said multiple victims, some as young as 2 years old, described being touched, whipped with belts, and shocked with electric dog collars. One child said she was forced to perform sex acts while some of the suspects laughed, took pictures, and video. The 8 defendants face charges including rape, sodomy, human trafficking, kidnapping, and sexual torture. Assistant District Attorney Brian Jones says they are charged under Alabama's accomplice liability law, meaning prosecutors allege each suspect participated in or enabled the abuse, even if they didn't commit every act themselves.
Rarely do you have rapes and sodomies that fall under the complicity and the accomplice liability. But in this particular case, they were all involved in some degree to the abuse and to the rapes and sodomies and human trafficking and everything involved.
Hobbs testified some of the defendants admitted in interviews to drugging children with GHB, liquid ecstasy, and other substances. Those details came from the defendants themselves, not from toxicology testing. He also confirmed investigators have not recovered any of the alleged videos described by the victims. All 5 defendants in today's Anaya's Law hearing were denied bond. The 3 others remain in jail on no bond.
Surrounding DHR agencies have stepped in to help with the investigation. Investigators say the child victims have been removed from Bibb County out of an abundance of safety. The investigation is still active and more arrests are possible.
You have your face for it. She the one that got arrested alone. Everybody want to hide their face. For what? You wasn't hiding your face when you was doing what you was doing. Okay, so we're ready to end in a few seconds. Yep, ain't no need for y'all to hide y'all face. Y'all was wrong and y'all was wrong, period. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see their face really, really good. Now, which one is it? Hold on, you guys. Yep, here they go. Just gonna let you see their face. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Hold on. This is it's very sad. It's very, very sad. Let you go ahead and see. Right here. Just an article. I'm gonna drop this link down where you guys can go see it, on your own free time as well. So this is the one that just got arrested at the beginning of August. Her name is Olivia Eliam. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's 26, okay? And she's the one that's being charged with 34 crimes in total. And like the police officer said, if some of them didn't touch any of the kids, but you were still involved, you knew about it. You know what I'm saying? You knew about what was going on, and you had a chance to come and tell. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't. So life in prison, whether you touch them or not, you knew about it. You knew that 3-year-old child, 4-year-old child, wherever the ages from 3 to 10, what's being done to them. Period. So that's her tale. And here go the rest of them right here. I hope you guys can see them real good. Like I said, I'm gonna drop the link there where you guys can see them. This is the husband and wife. This is the Terrell guy. Well, I mean, husband and wife. I'm assuming they husband and wife, you guys. Okay, I'm not for sure. They got the same last name, and this one down here got the same last name too. Last name is Terrell. This is the ringleader, the Violators guy. And this the Brewer lady, the one that had her 4 children involved in it right here. Her ought to be shaming herself, putting her kids through that. And they all young. The oldest one is him. He's 44 and she's 41. He's 29. You know what I'm saying? They all in their 20s. All in their 20s, getting ready to get life sentences for this. Y'all so young, so that tells me that all 8 of those and probably more is getting ready to get arrested as well. They almost had been raped or something when they was kids. I've been touching something when they was kids for their mindsets to be. So all those 10 children who they all those 10 children that got touched about this case right here, those kids gonna have to be talked to. You can imagine what those kids is going through. They probably let some of the dogs, whatever animal they had up in there playing with those kids, having sex with those kids. You know what I'm saying? That is so. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. I'll be right back because I hear something going on. Hold on. Okay, I apologize, you guys. I'm back. But yes, I'm gonna stop sharing this. I'm definitely gonna drop this link down right here. That way you guys can go look at it for yourself. It's so sad. I'm gonna drop down the news one too, okay? So look, I said this is all oh, there we go. So I make sure you guys will get that towards the end of it. I'm gonna drop my link down for if anybody want to come up here and make a comment. You are so welcome to. Let me see. You are so welcome to come if you want to. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to share that with you guys because look, this has been going on since they said since 2022. You know, the 20 look, it's 2025. So you never know what's going on. Um, you never know what's going on in your own city or the city next to you. You know what I'm saying? Even those kids was going to school. If you heard the news, they said the kids was even going to school. You know what I'm saying? They were sending the kids to school. Those kids was, you know, they probably was so afraid. They don't tell what they told those kids. If you say anything, you know, probably told them a big lie what's going to happen to them, or you probably told them you're gonna go to jail if you tell, you know, if you say it, you're gonna end up going to jail too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what. Hey, misunderstood. Hello, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see you, beautiful. That's okay, Miss Bams. Okay. I can only cuss and fuss. Yes, you can take it over to your channel, Bam, and cuss all you want. You can it's okay for you to be mad, you know, Bams. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for you to be mad. So I don't blame you though, because it is very. Hey, realist. Hey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to the realist that just dropped in, you guys. I had met him over there at another channel. Like I said, I've been networking all over, you guys, because you know I'm on a roll to try to get that 3K before my birthday next week. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a big 60, and that'll be a beautiful, beautiful birthday present if I can just get 3K. You guys just share me out and ask people to sub to me because I need less than about one I'm gonna guess about 185 probably, you know. So that's gonna be a big old thing I'm trying to fight. So I might be going live all week because I'm trying to really get that 3K up over here. And so the way for me to get that 3K, I got to, you know, go live so I can keep on shouting myself out. Okay, so that's the realist, you guys. Realist, he have a good channel. He was over there and I shared it on my, I think I deleted because he had deleted it. Was that him? No, that was Looney. I deleted his. The realist played good music too, you guys. He had some nice music playing yesterday. I think that was the real, I can't remember. Please, but you guys, it's not that I don't remember, but I do forget a lot because of these chemo pills that I've been taking. I forget a lot about a lot at times. But that's why I got to write everything down because I really do, and I cannot wait till this get out the way because it's messing up my brain. I call it a chemo brain because I do forget. Hey, Chill's another. It's another one, you guys. Shout out to Chill. Chill. He's going live on this weekend. You guys, hey, we be doing stuff over there on Chill. Chill do things like me up over here, and then they have big topics and stuff. They go up there and talk about it. So you guys subscribe to each other, okay? These are new people who I met through Jess Krista. You know what I'm saying? Just Krista, you know, she go networking as well. And then with Just Krista, we is connecting with other people through Chill and also through the realists, okay? And they definitely some new people. So you guys please sub to Soul Sister as well. Okay. Um, and somebody else, Hypnotic Touch. She's another one. I put her on my community wall, you guys. She's somebody else that I've been knowing her for a minute, you know, up on their Just Krista channel a lot. So she's definitely trying to get her channel monetized. She got a playlist, you guys. And her playlist, she got a lot of videos. She got like about 15 playlists with a lot of videos in each one, but her videos is not long at all. So if you guys can go over there and subscribe to her, because she's trying to get her 1,000. Okay, she's trying to get her 1,000, and she's trying to get her watch hours so she can get monetized. Okay, she got a lot of videos up over there, you guys. You guys gonna enjoy her videos. Okay, they real short and cute. Okay, they're not long at all. Okay, thank you, Soul Sister, for dropping his link down. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so these are some good people. These are non-drama channels, you guys. They are small channels. We all trying to, get together and help each other out, okay? And support each other. See, I'll be up over there on their channels a lot. So they over here to support me as well. Okay. Like I said, you go over to Chills on this Saturday, you will see more people, and I'm quite sure that we can all still connect and go over there, subscribe to them. I think he said he's gonna come on. It's 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and I think that 8-7. I think that is at 5:30, I believe, Pacific time. Okay, so he definitely go ahead and subscribe so that way you will not miss his notifications. Okay. Yes, yeah, y'all go ahead and subscribe to each other. That is what it's about: loving each other, respecting each other, showing each other, and go make sure you go support. Support is so it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Soul Sister, and she was right. You guys missed that. I forgot which I think it's one with Giovanni. I think that's the panel that she came up there on me. Honey, she let me have it. She's not gonna do nothing but laugh, but because it was the truth, you know what I'm saying? When she said, well, you don't support, you don't come in there and watch which I haven't, because I never got no notifications from her. So I had to unsubscribe from her to resubscribe to her and go watch her video. But she's right, because Soul Sisters, she do be all over and support a lot of people, like I do too. You know what I'm saying? But some people do not come back over here and support you. You know what I'm saying? So she was right. So we got to, make sure that we show love to each other and support. If you don't, I'm not saying you are able to make it to everybody live all the time. You are not, because there's so many who we want to support. But you can go back and watch their replay and just, leave a comment. If it don't got to be the whole video, you know what I'm saying? If you just listen to some of their video, because that's a view, and that view is helping them. So please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Okay. So I'm learning how to say that now, So make sure you guys, show each other some love, because like I said, these are some good people who I have met. And they got the same mindset as mine. They don't like the drama. They like to put out good content like this, what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because so much is going on. You got it's so much I want to talk about, but I can't get them all. I can't get them. What do I do? When I see it, I put it in my file that I got. You know what I'm saying? Then I go back and look at my file, see which one I want to pick out. It's just so much. Chills did one which I had talked about on my channel last week, with the same one on Giovanni. If you see a picture of Giovanni on that same one, with the guy got unalived in Chicago on Facebook Live. That's the one I was telling Michi about, for Michi to do a live on that one, talk about that. I would love to hear her input. But Chill did it as well a couple days ago, last Saturday. I think it was last Saturday or last Friday. One day Chill did it. You know what I'm saying? One night he talked about it. I'm like, oh wow. So I just told one of my people who I support to do to talk about that too, because it's something that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So I hope really I'm ready for Michi to come on with it. And I hope she really will come out and talk about it. Okay. So yeah, so hey, the remix, he also go live, you guys. Okay. Also, Barry, so the remix. Okay. So yes, see, small YouTube world. Okay. You never know who knows whoever. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you do, how you talk about people, because you never know who's watching you. Okay. You never know who's watching you. Okay. So, but like I said, I've always been about, keeping the peace, keeping the love, ignore what I have to ignore. So I'm not saying that because for at least I'm not scared of anybody. I will come out to say what I have to say when I need to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what I got to say and I'm going to move on. I ain't going to keep on going back and forth with nobody because that's not what my channel is about. My channel over here is about love and respecting each other, uplifting each other. That's what I'm about. Okay. Miss Bell said, yeah, Miss Lisa, I'm gonna start my be Troy the badge, I think maybe tonight. Okay, Bam. So you guys go ahead and sub up to Bam. She gonna be doing something tonight. She said she thinks she might go live. Go ahead and go live, Bam. Go ahead and go live. That way they can come over there and they can see how your channel is, and they be able to connect with some of your people too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what because it's about us connecting with one another, shouting each other out. Don't be afraid to shout one another out. Don't be afraid to uplift another smaller YouTuber. Don't be afraid to because it's enough out here for all of us. And we all need to just stick together, okay? We shouldn't be, as Black people especially, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be against each other. We really shouldn't. We should be here to show each other love, pull up the next man so we all can get get monetized who wants to be monetized. You know, it's a lot of YouTube got a lot of money out there. A lot. And you shouldn't want to just keep it into a section or just a group of people. No, you should want everybody to make some of that money. Okay? Okay. Oh yeah, Bams. Okay, that sounds nice. Yes. Okay, yes, Bam. So that's what I definitely I think, you know what I'm saying? Look, I've been on here since, even though when you go look at my about section, it might say that I've been on here since 2015, which I haven't, which I have a YouTube channel since 2015, just been on YouTube, listen to music and stuff like that. I never knew nothing about chats until September of 2017 when I got pulled in for the Kanika Jenkins case. That's why they call it KJ, J4K over here. Okay. That's where, I'm originally from. You know what I'm saying? We all came from somewhere. Okay. So I came up under Chosen King, listening to Kanika Jenkins and stuff. And also, was quite a his name was Jesse. I can't even think of Jesse's last name, him. And also what is his name? I cannot think of the other YouTuber name. His name is Mike somebody. It was them three. It was a whole bunch of who I was up out of them three first. Okay. So that's how I started in 2017. And I started going, I liked it so much. I started doing my own lives in January. This is my anniversary, January 9th of 2018, when I started doing my lives. And my life used to be booming because back then I was in church, but I wasn't in church. You know what I'm saying? So I was enjoying it. I used to kick, I used to play music, I used to party and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Way back, I used to have, you can look at some of my old videos. I used to be popping, okay? I really did. But I slowed down a whole lot. A whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't like nobody to control me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, where I can. That's when all the beefing was starting to go back and forth, and I just didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even in no gang in my own city, so I didn't want to be in no gang over here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm too old for this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pull back. You know what I'm saying? And still be myself, but I try to stay out the way because that's not what I wanted my channel to be about. Because when I just had to I had to look in the mirror. God said, what are you doing? Okay. That's right, Bams. That's right. Yeah. Yes, yes. The remix said, put them up there. IGTA go again. I like the good vibes here. It's refreshing. Keep at it. Amen. And that's what you're gonna always feel that over here. Like I said, it'll be no drop. Sometimes trolls might come up over here. It's not because of me, they come up over here because they don't like, like Bams. You know what I'm saying? That's why Bam says she don't share me until after my live is over because she don't want no trolls coming over here disturbing my chat. You know what I'm saying? Which I told her that I don't mind, but I understand what she's saying as well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't like Bam. Bam came a long, long way. Okay. Bam made a lot of changes. Okay. So some people like to continue to use your past, what you used to do in the past. They like to still bring that up over here, in front of you. Okay. So, to your future. So she's not like how she used to be. You know what I'm saying? Bam, I see changes. So if I see changes, they see changes too. They just don't want to admit the changes. You know what I'm saying? Some still wants to bring up her past, what she used to do. Okay. Don't ask for subscribers because this what Soul Sister says. She don't ask for subscribers because her channel is not on subjects and not everyone can follow her path. So but it's good to ask for, get some subscribers, so sweet, because you never know who's gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? So I just watch the ones that I do. See, so first of all, I like to listen to you when you talk. I like those type of videos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely will listen to her when she on there talking herself. You know what I'm saying? She got different stuff that she does up over there. But my main thing I like when I see her speaking, talking and talking about a certain subject herself. Those the ones that I like. Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, yep. She not the old Bam. So we want to leave that old Bam, locked up. We don't want to bring that old Bam back. Okay. She definitely not. We want to leave her below. I love this new Bam right here, honey. This Bam Marie got it going on. Yes, she do. Yeah, that's right, Bams. My past is just that. My past. God forgave me, so I forgave myself. Amen. Okay, I didn't see it, but I make sure I go look. I listen to it. Thank you, Soul Sister, for telling me. Thank you. Thank you for telling. I make sure I go listen to it. Those are the ones that I like of yours. When you talking yourself, when you talking about something, now those are my favorite ones. Yeah, I made sure. Could you go drop that link down, Soul Sister? The one that you was talking to on today, please, so everybody else probably can go listen to that one too. I know it's something good. Go ahead and drop that video down for me, please. Oh, you're welcome, Bam. I'm just speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking the truth. That's exactly what I'm doing. So you guys don't forget. I think I shouted out everybody. I know I met a lady named Selena. I like how you be saying Selena. She hasn't been over here yet. She might be in the clouds listening though. But I know I got to, I meant to ask her when I seen her yesterday, what she's still doing. She was trying to do what kind of competition it was. See how I forget, you guys? Oh, it's the chemo brain. It's the chemo brain, y'all. It's the chemo brain. She doing some type of competition. It was a good competition that I wanted to bring up over here to introduce it to you guys, so you guys can go meet her and join her competition. I'll find out again. Chill. Are you guys still up in here? You remember Selena's competition that she wanted to do, that she was talking about? I can't remember. Help me out, please. Okay, Soul Sister just dropped her link down. Bam said, somebody named Beverly is over here too. She is sitting over there. Y'all just can't see her. That's a little joke that we Bam and Soul Sister and I was laughing about because Soul Sister, you know how you go say hi to everybody. And she said Beverly. So I'm strolling up trying to look for a Beverly. I said, Soul Sister, I said, I don't see no Beverly. And Bam said, neither do I. so we said she playing peekaboo. So we was just having fun in the chat. See, that's what we do up over here. That was so funny. Yes. I'll make sure I go check that out. Thank you for dropping that down, soul sister. Yeah, but okay, I guess children not in here, but yeah, she's doing some type of competition. You guys, I'll go find out for sure again because I like to announce what people are doing and stuff, especially with competition. And she's such a beauty. She got a beautiful spirit. She got a very beautiful spirit. Dang, I can't think of that competition what she was doing, and it sounded so fun to do. I know I said because I remember me saying that I'm not gonna be in it, but I will definitely help you support it, and I'll be in chat. Cause I think I'm too old for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things I just don't do. So I can't think, but I'll make sure I go over there and next time one of the chill or the realist or whoever go live, I'll make sure I go over there and check it out and ask her again. But I just can't remember y'all. See, that's why I got to write things down, like I told you earlier. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I might repeat myself at times, you know, let's say a chemo brain. That's all it is, okay? But I'm ready to get past this, you guys. This time next year, I'm gonna be good, okay? I ain't gonna have that chemo brain again, okay? So I got like about what's this month? It's August. Okay, September. I probably got like 3 more treatments because I go every 3 weeks. Okay, I know October is going to be my last treatment for my immunotherapy treatment, which that's something that helps building up my immune system up, and it's helped killing the rest of the cancer cells in my body from what the radiation couldn't catch and get, because sometimes those cancer cells like to hide in certain spots. So that's why I continue to use that immune. That's why they got me on this what you call immunotherapy for me to kill the rest of it off. So around October, I will be doing that. But now it's my thyroids now is it's not where it's supposed to be. So my cancer doctor told me that I probably would have to take this thyroid medication probably for the rest of my life. Okay. Um, because when you get that radiation, because I don't know if you guys remember, well, I wasn't even going live because of my throat was so sore. I couldn't eat anything during my radiation. I couldn't swallow because sometimes, when you um, take radiation, sometimes it can't help but to hit certain other parts of your body you do not want it to hit. And so where it's giving me radiation at um, right up here, right up in here, and it hit and it kind of messed up my thyroid's up in here. So now I have to take thyroid medicine and stuff for that, you know. So but God is good. Oh, your brother-in-law just finished his. Congratulations to your brother-in-law. Yes, babe. I got about 3 more. I go, like I said, every 3 weeks, and I know October is the last one. So count about every 3 weeks. I probably got like about 3 more treatments for that. Now I'm done with that. I'm done with that. The only thing I got to continue picking that. They're gonna be keeping a watch on my throat now, making sure uh it's not gonna attack my throat. Thank God for that. God brought me a long way. See, that's why, yes, so since I'm still here, that's why I don't got time to be fighting, going back and forth and arguing with people because God brought me too far. You know what I'm saying? He brought me too far, and I don't have time for all that negative stuff. I'm here about being about my Father's business and do and speak on the things that He had for me to speak on. Okay, so that's what I'm planning on doing. So, but I am long on here longer than what I'm only but an hour. an hour person, so I am past my hour. I know Bam's loving that because she's like, you need to stay on longer. You need to stay on longer. But I think I am gonna go live all week, you guys, because I do want to get my 3K by my birthday next week, which is September the 3rd. I'm really, really, really fighting to get there. So please share me out, shout me out, ask them to subscribe to me, and come ahead and listen to some of my videos. They're gonna enjoy my videos. Okay. I don't do a lot of panels and stuff like that unless somebody want to come up here and talk. I don't mind. I just like to talk about my topic. And if anybody want to put their input in, they still welcome to put their input in, then I just go off, okay? Because I know, I like being a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Bams. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I don't Soul Sister said, I don't have to argue. I just tell people what I want to say. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Soul Sister. And that's how I am, I will come out if I have to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say what I got to say and I'm moving on. Period. I refuse to go back and forth with anybody. Yeah, so please hit your like button on your way out. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. And please share me out. Okay, please share me out because I'm getting ready to end it. And peace and blessings to you all. And I'm gonna come back alive on. We probably just gonna be talking about anything. For I call these my random lives. So Wednesday and Friday will be a random live, and my Tuesdays and Thursdays is my real table talk that I do every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30. Okay, I find a topic, we gonna talk about it. Okay, like I said, I got a lot in my file that I haven't even touched on yet. Okay, so Michi, if you're listening, I'm ready for you to start talking about, huh? Okay, hold on, Van. Let me hit you real quick with that one. Hold on. Let me go back to my. Okay, hold on. I got to catch up over here on my um. It's way behind over here on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get your. I wish that's something StreamYard would do. Will let you, make moderators from your StreamYard, but you can't do that from your StreamYard. You got to go to your YouTube channel to do it. There you go. There you go. Okay, slow down now. Okay, there you go, Bams. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, you should be blue now, Bam. Oh, you don't use this channel? Oh, okay, I'll take it off then. I just don't want you to. So I'm gonna leave you on there just in case you do want to use it sometime. You never know if you want to or not. Okay. Okay. Okay, great. Great. So I'm gonna keep that there. So thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay. So I guess that's it, you guys. So I think Bam, she said she might go live. So make sure, not on this channel right here, not on Miss Bam's channel. She gonna go live on her other channel that she gonna go live on this channel right here. Okay. Miss Bam's Snacks Marie. So that's her main channel. So y'all make sure that y'all sub to her main channel right there. Okay. So I just want to make sure I say that. I think that's about it. It's somebody else I wanted to give a shout out to. Um, don't forget to subscribe to Hypnotic Touch. Like I said, she's on my community wall, okay? You'll definitely see her up over there. Her, Chill, they definitely trying to get their channel monetized. The Realist, he was in my chat as well. Make sure you guys sub to him as well. Okay, if you live in Christ, you should know how to love everyone. Yes, post that up there. That's so true. And if you feel you are above everyone, then you are not following Christ. That's right, Soul Sister number one show. Yes. Trying to get everybody what they saying. She ain't gotta come outside because we not no more. Okay. You welcome, sweetie. You welcome. You welcome. This is a good, really nice guy. He got a nice channel, you guys. Y'all please make sure you guys y'all sub to him. I mean, y'all see they channel pop up. Like I said, if you can't make it into the live, because sometimes you just can't, go back and watch the replay. You know what I'm saying? If you can just make it in there just for a minute, you know, just to say hi. You know what I'm saying? I hit the thumbs up, you know. You laid on the live? Oh, okay. It does that to you sometimes. I know. Yeah, but okay, you guys. You know, this is too long for me. But thank you all for tuning in. I love you, you guys all. So please go back and watch this video. Go share it so people can see what's going on, you know, with these children being trafficked in at a bank in Alabama. Sad, from the ages of 10 to 3. Okay, it's very, very sad. You know what I'm saying? Stay on top of it. And when you know the stuff, you know, in your area, you know what I'm saying? You guys, it's not that you a snitch. Tell her these are babies. You see a child being harmed by an adult and stuff like that. These are children. Okay, just go. You never know what's going on in somebody else's house. Okay, so that's why I said I don't allow the Anthony to go in nobody's house. I tell him to stay outside and play. Stay outside. He's not allowed to go in nobody's house. So I found that he was in somebody's house. He know I would get upset. I tell him no, and I don't allow no kids to come up in here because I don't want nobody's, you know, lying on me. You know what I'm saying? So nothing against kids, but this world is totally different. It's totally different. You know what I'm saying? He had to play outside in the yard with his friends. This just how I am, because I don't like to be lied on. I don't want any of my grandchildren to be lied on. So I prefer for them to stay where they at. That's right. If you see something, say it. Yes, okay. So that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings to you all, and I'll see you guys somewhere on the YouTube street. Peace. In my UP and Bam's voice.
Through the shadows where the storms collide, she stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for